Welcome to SCSU Life,
where we bring you your community.
This episode will take exciting trips to many different festivals around St. Cloud.
Sounds like a good time. Is there any food involved?
Oh yes, not only food but games too. But we can't forget other amazing stories.
Can't wait. SCSU Life, your life starts now. One thing I loved about the summer was the Benton County Fair. Rides, games, and a good old deep fried food. Try not to get too jealous if you miss this good old fair. Alex, if I wouldn't get fat from eating all that deep fried food, I would probably eat it all year round.
Me too. I could eat cheese curds all day and every day if I could, but my blood pressure would pretty much skyrocket.
I would have to agree with that, but I'm glad I didn't miss it.
Hopefully I can go next year, but I was too busy on a boat.
You always have to rub it in that you spent the summer studying on a cruise ship.
I was studying abroad a semester at sea around Europe, and it was extremely fun.
That's so crazy. I didn't even know something like that even existed.
I think Jeff needs a little break to settle down. We'll be right back.
When it comes to college, it's not whether you get in, it's what you get out.
It's easy to tell if you've had way too many. But what if you've had just one too many? Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Do your part. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank today.
It rests on the banks of the mighty Mississippi, just 70 miles northwest of Minneapolis. But from this central Minnesota community, you can see every inch of the globe. St. Cloud State University is an international campus large enough to bring you the world, yet small enough for you to recognize your place in it. As a leader in higher education in central Minnesota, St. Cloud State University programs have been recognized by nearly every major accrediting board, affiliated with our 175 academic programs. What's more, it offers a 17-to-1 student-to-faculty ratio, one-on-one attention, and hands-on learning. At St. Cloud State University, 92% of our graduates are employed in their field of study within a year of graduation. 15% of them go on to graduate school, and 100% of them make a difference. St. Cloud State University, stcloudstate.edu.
Welcome back. During the break, I was thinking about all the goodies I could be eating at the fair next year and what new films I could be watching.
If you didn't know, Jeff, St. Cloud is having their very own film festival downtown.
Really? I had no idea that St. Cloud had something like that to offer.
Yep, this is their very first year of hosting their own festival that involves competition and premieres.
Alex, I have to say that I'm kind of picky about movies.
Yeah, I know. I watched you on Back to the Movies.
Then you know what I'm talking about, but I'm sure I'm bound to like at least one of the films.
I'm John Scott, Executive Director of the St. Cloud Film Festival. We're going to try to make this an annual event, though, so this will be the first, hopefully, of many that we just keep building and going. Because right now we're doing more locally. This year we really want to celebrate the local filmmakers, but we want to go to like regionally, nationally, then hopefully internationally, with and getting some features in too for us. Right now it's about 4 to 5 hardworking people, 30 films, and a computer with 4 gigs of RAM. But we've got a lot of people helping out from a lot of different areas, a lot of filmmakers from around here. Just a bunch of people trying to connect and network is basically what we are right now. Well, I've got one movie in, and beyond that, I've been in contact with just about every filmmaker who's submitted a movie. I actively recruited a lot of them.
I have one called Recur that's playing tonight. It's a 24-hour film, so you need to like write a script, shoot it, and then edit it within 24 hours. There's, I think, 4 24-hour films in here tonight, so yeah, I'll be interested to see what the others did with their time.
I've got my movie, it's called Time Lapse. We did it for the 48-hour film festival a couple years ago. We drew time travel. So what we ended up doing is writing a time travel piece kind of about being stuck in a time loop. So it's written like a palindrome. So we have the lines go, get to the middle, show what happened before, and then the lines play backwards in a different meaning. So that's kind of what we did. That was ours. And it's all shot mostly around this building and in the red carpet.
I love movies a lot. So I mean, film festivals, or any festivals in general, it's pretty interesting because, normally they last like a couple days or a week or whatever it is. And, they normally have them like once a year. So I try to go once a year, it's always fun. Get out, get involved with something, whether if you're sitting there in the stands watching or if you're actually being a part of it. So it's really cool. There's a lot of really good ones. I've been seeing some of the judges' ballots. I haven't seen all of them yet, but I know that Ice House by Brianna, I think it's Deal, who's also St. Cloud State alum. And Bruce Myers has a couple of really good films in there too. There's also Life of Evelyn that was done by a Fargo filmmaker with a 14-year-old leading actress in it.
Yeah, I think it really establishes a culture within film. A lot of the overtake of Marcus theaters and everything really diminishes the student aspect of film and the independency of getting your point across instead of like a Hollywood notion of film, which most of the people around here have.
I think the coolest thing is that there's so many diverse people, that just have really interesting minds and they're really artistic, because that's what movies is, it's art, and just them punching it out of their brain onto, a piece of paper first, and then telling this person to act this kind of way, or, having this kind of, shot or angle or whatever is really interesting, because everyone thinks differently. It's really fascinating. I love going to these things. I love seeing what people have, and I love surprises and all that stuff in movies. So it's real cool, man.
Look us up online, stcloudfilmfest.com. Saint can be spelled S-T or S-A-I-N-T. And we're on Facebook, we're on Twitter. Follow us, get in contact with us. The submission window will again be next summer. We're always running contests. We've done a Kids Stop Motion animation class, and we've run a couple of 24-hour that we're hoping to build into 48-week-long film creation competitions.
You should definitely come to these film festivals. Everyone should. It's awesome. It's a great way to meet new people too, and it's just a good time.
Did you like any of the movies that premiered at the festival?
Surprisingly, I did. I definitely need to check it out next year when it comes back.
I knew you'd get over your criticizing.
But if there's something that I can't criticize, it's music videos.
I love music videos.
Well, we have a treat for you. A group of students made a parody music video of the Black Keys.
I actually thought that was the Black Keys. It was so well done. We'll be right back.
In 1977, an 8-year-old boy picked up the game of golf from his father. The odds of that same boy then making it to the US and European pro golf tours, 1 in 7 million. The odds of the Big Easy winning the US Open twice, 1 in 1.2 billion. The odds of him having a child diagnosed with autism, 1 in 110. Ernie Els encourages you to learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
The things you learn in college will last your whole life, but Is that how long they expect you to pay for it?
We have enough. Next one's on.
Today, about 1 in 5 Americans is living with a disability. Over 50 million people, including many of our friends and neighbors, teachers and co-workers, heroes and leaders. 20 years ago, the Americans with Disabilities Act guaranteed every person the right to live, work, and participate fully in the American experience. We've come a long way since then, and we are committed to making even more progress in the years ahead. Visit disability.gov to see how you can help.
Welcome to my block party. Glad you can make it.
The only triple doubles you get come with fries.
Last time you blocked someone, you were online.
I can do this all day. Your moves are just gay.
Using gay to mean dumb or stupid, not cool.
Not cool.
Not in my house, not anywhere. It's not creative, it's offensive to gay people. And you're better than that.
The teachers who push you the hardest are the ones who take you the farthest.
Welcome back, you're watching SCSU Life.
Coming up, 2 students bringing awareness to the Invisible Children Fall Tour.
The event that we're bringing to St. Cloud State is the Invisible Children Fall Tour. The organization is coming from San Diego, California, and traveling to SCSU to speak about the atrocities and crimes and the conflict that is happening in Central and Eastern Africa, and the invisible children involved.
Connie is one of the leaders of the Lord Resistance Army, which is the LRA down in Uganda. But the main problem is it goes and takes these little innocent kids and use them as child soldiers, and that's one thing we're trying to put a stop to.
What makes me so passionate about it is it shouldn't matter where you live to depend on whether you live, and these children are being forced to commit these crimes and be murdered and kill, and no one deserves to have a life like that.
So little kids down in Uganda, they have no option. Like they get captured and they get used as child soldiers, and it's just a way of letting people from St. Cloud community and SCSU know that this is going on in African country. And yes, some people know about it, but not a lot, and it's just a way to spread awareness about it.
We're a very multicultural community, and raising that kind of awareness on what we can do, learning about these global atrocities and how we can help make an impact, whether it's global or local, can make a huge difference. I think we're a very open community to get involved, and this would be a network we can utilize.
The biggest impact that I believe will be to the SCSU student is going to enlighten them, going to broaden their view to outside, outside the United States. It's going to let them know that, hey, you know what, things are going on in other countries. And 2 students from St. Cloud State stood up about it, and brought an event all the way from California down here. And maybe one way, we inspire people to do the same and take up something. Like, it doesn't have to be corny, it doesn't have to be invisible children, but just speak up if there's something that they feel like, is wrong, and that's the biggest impact I think to bring to campus.
The event will be located at the SCSU.
I hope this encourages awareness about this issue and people get involved.
So this next package isn't really close to my expertise. It's skateboarding.
Jeff, have you even tried to skateboard, even longboard?
Long what?
Really, Jeff, you need to get out more and focus on this next feature.
spinning in my mind because I blame it on my ADD, baby. That is how an angel cries. Blame it on my own supply. Blame it on my ADD, baby. Sail, 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 sail. Maybe I should cry for help. Maybe I should kill myself. Blame it on my ADD, baby. Maybe I'm a different breed. Maybe I'm not listening. Blame it on my ADD, baby.
Jeff, if that didn't get your wheels turning, I don't know what will.
Don't you worry. We'll be right back after the break.
Turning a 20-foot wall into a canvas takes vision. So we're getting into college. I've got what it takes. So do you.
How you doing? My name's Steve. My family's lived in this neighborhood for years. Recently, things got so tight, we had to go to our local food bank for help. I lost a lot of sleep worrying about what the neighbors might think. That is until I saw them there, too. How'd I do, Steve?
A little stiff. You could have done a little better.
What? Come on. You know, I have an Academy Award.
Yeah, but not for playing me.
Play a role in ending hunger. Visit feedingamerica.org/hunger and find your local food bank.
A world that's getting smaller. World of opportunity. It is a world of light.
When life's this hard, it's no wonder 7,000 students drop out every school day. Visit boostup.org and help kids in your community stay in school.
Welcome back to SCSU Life,
where we focus on bringing your community straight to you.
So Alex, how pumped were you for that block party?
I was really looking forward to the fact they had sumo wrestling.
For sure, I couldn't help myself but to actually get into a sumo suit. Let's relive that experience, shall we?
Block party.
Hey, block party.
And it's kind of exciting. There's a lot going on.
You give your card to get stamped, and then you enter it for a drawing at all the local businesses.
There's a lot of things going on here. I was in the sumo competition and that was pretty awesome.
We got hacky sack tosses. We're giving our brawn works away over there. And we got a dance floor.
Bouncy obstacle course, I didn't get on there, but I will, pretty sure. Get lots of coupons and free stuff, which is great.
Dance party. It's really fun.
I'm having a great time. There's free music and then free food. I love it. I love to dance, so I think the party's fun, and all like getting the resources on campus and learning a little bit about the community, that's awesome too.
Yeah, it's fun.
Lovely time.
I think they should do a Halloween party here.
I had fun just watching that clip.
I did too.
To see this or other shows again, check us out at UTVS Channel 21 or log on to www.youtube.com/SCSU Life.
I'm Alex Miller.
And I'm Jeff Anderson. Thank you for watching SCSU Life.